Hello and welcome to another video that is purely happening out of curiosity. I ignore the mess on my table. I just came from making clay, or better to say working with clay. And I'm now going to talk a bit about something I really dislike. That is oil painting. I dislike oil painting because the solvents and ingredients make it impossible to dump the water in the sink. And as someone who has not the widest access to dumping place, like official places that take oil paint and paints in general, or resins or whatever, I always shied away from using stuff like that. Literally oil paint and also 3D printing, which I really would love to do, but can't because I have to collect the resin water or cure it in the sun, but that's a different topic. We're just going to talk about oil paints today. Oil paints because you probably know that I'm German, and one of the biggest German brands regarding paint, if not the biggest in general, besides Marabout or Kreul, is Schmincke. Schmincke is also known internationally like Marabout, and Marabout is more like for the entrance colors. You can do a lot of stuff, and they're also good, big, hard, light fast, or how we call it, lichtecht, not really light fast, they just don't bleach that big. Schmincke, on the other hand, always claims to be for professionals. They have different ranges and stuff like that. But to not beat around the bush, Schmincke released professional oil paints that are maybe environmentally friendly. They are called Norma Blue. And Norma Blue is one second. So sorry, I'm back. I was searching for the website and yeah, doesn't matter. So ignore the refresh rate of this display. Norma in general is the professional artist oil paint range of Schmincke, which says it's natural and stuff like that. It works with renewable pigments and is economically more friendly, environmentally more friendly. But this year in January, they released Norma Blue paints. Norma Blue is water-soluble oil paints. You do not need oils to water them down, literally water. They're vegan. Well, that is, I don't know how that turns out, if that is important or not. I don't work with oil paints, I do not know. They are environmentally friendly, working only with plant-based oils, no cobalt, cadmium or zinc oxide pigments. They also are low in smell, which I would love to find out if that's true, because the smell is one of the other things. No allergenic conservation stuff. Like, I heard a story about an artist. She had a highly intense reaction to watercolors, and after speaking with the company who produced those watercolor set, they told her the conservation stuff they used is one of those things you can get a high intense allergic reactions to, and many people apparently allergic to some of those, but I do not know. I personally never had an allergic reaction to any paint, knocks on wood. They are saying this is one-on-one with the Norma professional quality. They have one of the highest and second highest light fastness. can't translate that. That is an insane word. Buttrig, pastrose, consistent. The consistency is like oil paint. That is what they're saying basically. No, a low yellowing rate. They have a high absorbance of water, and those the color range apparently has some glazing tones. And the gold, I wanted to buy the gold to be honest, but that was like 12 euros. By the way, you can't buy them outside of Germany right now. I tried to search them up, there is no way, and that is insane. So yeah, Norma Blue. Old paint. Let me turn on the light on the right side. Oh, that is intense. Yeah, this is the normal Norma Blue set you can buy. Water mixable oil colors. You have the basic stuff down here if you're interested to read that. Right, the English content is here. Cadmium white, lemon yellow, cadmium red hue matte, medium, matte red, Prussian blue, chrome oxide green, brilliant, natural light, ochre blau, emerald black. Those are not the colors I wanted, but it's like 50% cheaper to buy this set and just mix the other colors than buying it besides the fact of the gold. So yeah, now there you have the translation of what I already said, if you want to. Also FSC packaging, so it's recycled paper. I'm weirded out that there's no Blue Angel on here. we have a little honorary logo for packaging that uses recycled materials. It's called Blue Angel, or in German Blaue Engel, which is a bit of a scam, but let's not talk about that. So yeah, the most important stuff is in here, I would say, though I really kind of do not like the blue. I dislike Prussian blue. The green is a bit too emerald for my liking, but well. So I will only open one of those now, and then let's see what we can see about this. So let's start with the white, right? You see the normal sign on top of here. It's opaque, 5-star light fastness. It's the highest light fastness. Yellow is the second, has 4 stars and is semi-opaque, so transparent, and so on and so on. Yeah. Oh, see, that's a how's it called? Glaze. That's a glaze color. That is so transparent, more transparent it's not going to get. This is also why I absolutely dislike the Prussian blue. There was a really opaque, amazing blue, but it cost 12 euros per tube. These colors, if I remember correctly, besides one of them, I do not know which, is all 9 euros, 8 to 9 euros. The highest is 12, 9 to 8 to 12 euros. All those things there, 35 milliliters, which is, in my opinion, okay. I do not paint big pictures, though this set will last me a long time, I guess. So yeah, what I'm going to do with this, that's the question, right? Painting, I guess. So yeah, okay. I will take the green. I do not know if you know, but green is my favorite color. So we will smell it. I am extremely excited about this because I was thinking a lot about buying it and always said, no, that is so expensive. But on the other hand, I have a set of heavy body acrylics from Liquitex I bought because I wanted to test out acrylic impasto, and that set cost 85 euros, and There are 12 pieces in here, and the tubes have 59 milliliters, so it's in the end a bit cheaper than this one. So I do not recommend sniffing it directly, but let's just, yeah, I do not smell anything. Oh yeah, there is this oil smell I hate. Nice. The other thing is I having some videos planned and doing stuff simultaneously right now, so I made a palette. You probably saw that video already. If not, go find it. It's the Artful Box. Yeah, it's the Artful Box, just say it like that. I made a palette specifically for the oil paints because I have a lot of palettes for specific, oh good gosh, for specific reasons, and I wanted to try out if I can just make them myself, because that would make my life so much easier. I'm not a huge user of I mean, I hate that if people just blob paints like on a palette and then what the fuck, guys? Just don't do that, please. It's wasteful. So yeah, if I sound a bit weird, I don't know what got me, but something got me. Maybe the allergy, which is weird. It's January. So yeah, I don't know when this video is coming out. Yes, it's February. What am I saying? It's February already. So yeah, let's dive into this topic. I will make a tiny painting, and we will then see if I enjoy using this, and if I do not enjoy, then I have oil paints for a lot of money. I will never use again, probably. So let's jump into it. video, I finished basically with the painting. Give me a second. We are now not full 24 hours later, and of course, because it's oil paint, it's still wet. Wet? Yeah, wet. I also have the colors still here. They are also wet. This is oil paint, so I wasn't expecting anything fast drying. So yeah. Let me talk about the effects I like and the effects I dislike. I like that they are creamy, soft, that they blend amazingly. I have to still get used to it. I have to understand what the factors of using oil paints are. So this is more test piece, and in the end I'm not 100% satisfied, especially with what you can now see is really well is an oily side effect, but that is probably because it's acrylic on the background. So maybe I should just put on a tiny oil paint layer on top, that a wash like, so that it blends better together. I read online that those washes dry in almost 24 hours, so it could make a difference. I also need to work out that they're probably a no way back medium, like you probably saw on the speed paint, that the face turned from a nice brownish human face color to a grayish, because I had to blend in the black. Well, let's say how it is, fucked up. I am a person who really likes living with errors. That's why I'm enjoying traditional art more than digital art, because digital art makes me want to be perfect, which I hate. But this is something, yeah. I'm someone who's mixing on the painting itself, so mixing on the palette is important. Also, I'm making so many videos right now at the same time. There's probably some discrepancies, so this is shot before the other, but it's going off online after, so it's a bit confusing. I say that because this is my acrylic palette, and I don't really want to use it for acrylics, and I already told you I made the this palette. This is from the Artful January box. It's air dry clay. I still need to varnish it, but that's the different video. And I think that's important to have dedicated palettes and stuff for different mediums, because it's a bit weird to get stuff clean 100%. And I will look at this and use it as a test to know when it's finally dry, because that's the next step, right? After this is dry, I want to varnish it, right? Thing is, you need oil paint varnish, right? But what do you do if you have a combination of acrylic and oil paint? I never thought about that. Also, you need glossy varnish because it's oil paint. Don't use matte medium. That's matte varnish. That's stupid. One thing I also kind of, it was my error. I have to say that you probably saw it with the beak, the meltiness, because they're water soluble, and I had too much water on my brush. It was basically like my normal watercolor problems, too much water. I don't know what my problem with water is, but it's impossible for me to not have too much water on my brush. It's like a curse, you know? I don't know. So yeah. One positive thing I know about oil paint is you can slow down the drying if you put it in the freezer, because cold and humid, let's say that word, humid, the other words are awful. Cold and humid places will make oil paint dry slower. Yeah. So, well, that's what it is. My next steps are going to be experiments with blending, because I think these birds I'm doing still better with acrylics, and the next step would be that I use, whoever wants something, I'm not home, I will use it for really soft things. I hate blending. That's the biggest problem, because blending makes me mad. Oh, that's a story. That's a story for a different time. It's like literally, yeah. Let's don't talk about that. I hate perfection because it makes me mad. Go mad, especially. So yeah, how do you like my bird? I think it's cool. One thing I still have to do. Where is it? Where is it? Assign it. This is yesterday. I finished it yesterday. I was hoping it would be a bit drier than not dry at all, but well, I always sign my paintings and crafts on the button with the date I created it to kind of remember my crafts and how long I took, and if I had breaks between them, stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to know my verdict on those colors, I can only say that if you do not enjoy the stuff that is negative about oil paints, you can use them. If you're a hardcore painter and have your knowledge about where to put the solvents and the paint leftovers, you can also do cheaper normal oil paints. I don't think there is a difference. And in the end, even if those are not 100% perfect, it's like it is. I enjoy them, but I have to test them out a bit more. And for that, I say thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely day, lovely weekend, and do whatever you want to do and start the project you wanted to do. Buy the thing you always wanted to buy and make yourself a happy day. See you. Bye.